Hello. I hope you waited for me. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the delay. It's so dark. I know it's winter. I know it's December, but sometimes when I watch these videos, I remember like just a few months ago when I would start, it would be daylight. So, anyway, welcome everyone. We are here for a stamp and chat. I have a fun fold that I think you'll like. You can work it into Christmas designs or any designs. Let's say you've got all your Christmas cards made. First of all, who are you? And second of all, that's okay because you can use this fun fold for any little special card. And guess what? It even fits in an envelope. Might take a little extra postage, but that's all right. It's a small price to pay for a friend, isn't it? It does seem like stamps are expensive and they're expensive. But when I think about the joy I hope they my projects bring, then I realize it's a pretty good deal. Okay, and there is Roz. Hello, Roz, and thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate that. Get the word out. Lisa's got her earbuds in now, you guys. So I thought I was charging them the whole time. I had them plugged in over here. And it's one of the last things that I do uh, when I'm getting ready to go live with you. And I and I grabbed them, I opened it up and I go, I was like, where are those things? I've been doing that more and more. I have got to get more regimented. Let me get myself fixed. I've got to get more regimented with putting the earbuds back in the charger, or I will lose them eventually. Hello, Lori, and thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Hey, Gary. Hello. You're not asleep yet? Good job, Gary. Hey, I know it's 9. I am not teasing you in a bad way. I've been there. In fact, last night I got into bed. I think technically it was before 8. And then I was gonna watch some TV. That didn't work out. And so anyway, I slept for a long time. And I tell you what, I still needed a nap after work. Why is that? I don't know. But it happens to the best of us, friends. So, oh, good. Good. If you need it, then that's good. I'm glad, Gary. I hope that helps you. Maybe I need one too. I don't know. But we're just not going to worry about that right this minute. I have enough things going on. So I'm going to show you a card that holds a votive holder. Please do not use a votive holder with an actual candle. Okay. I feel compelled to say that. Not for any of you, but for somebody who might just be jumping in real quick. This is paper project. Don't use a real votive. We don't have to use real votives anymore anyway. We can use these. They have the little battery. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Got the little battery. Well, you can't see it. Anyway, it's battery operated. I don't need to show you. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and point you down and we're going to get going. Um, I don't have a lot of things to share with you right now. It doesn't mean that things aren't going on. It just means that I didn't have a lot of time to prepare today. As you know, I have a day job and sometimes it's busier than others. So this is one of those seasons where it's busier than others for me. So I'm still very happy to be here with you tonight. I'm so glad I could come live. Believe me, I love it. It saves me. Okay, so this is the card. This is a votive holder. This one's been stuck in an envelope for a while, but don't you worry. So then the votive, of course, you light it. Now you can't see, it doesn't look very good with all this light in here, but it goes right in there. Okay. I will take, we're not making this design, but I will take a photo of the card that we make tonight in the, I'll try to take a picture of it in the dark ish so you can see the glow that it casts off. It's very nice. This was actually, if you, I'm seeing lots of you that were in my Trekking Along class. This was one of the projects we made. Every project was a fun fold, I believe, I think. So anyway, this was one of the projects we made. I did use the deckled rectangles, which are on the last chance list. I don't know, are they still available? And if you, yes, it is, Roz. It's exactly that. So if you have that class, you have the measurements. If you do not have the measurements, please remember to use the link in the description below here or go to thestampingsoo.com and sign up to receive my emails because I will be sending the measurements for this one out on Sunday, as well as a photo and a link back to this video. Okay, so if you're watching on replay, hello, I see you. I'm very glad to have you here. And anyway, so yes, this was the trucking along. Oh, it's so fun. And the paper was, it was a special release of paper, and I think it was so charming. It was all wintry. I don't want to say Christmassy, but we used it for Christmas paper. So anyway, this was super fun to make. All right, and so, but we're going to make it in different supplies tonight, and I think you'll like it. It's definitely wintry, and we're going to use just a little bit of pre-order product. In fact, I had the supplies all cut, and then I saw this one little pre-order product, and I had to change my color scheme. Okay, first, let's look at some Happy Mail, shall we? Look at this. Isn't this like just bold and beautiful? This is from Cindy Jones. Thank you so much, Cindy. I always love getting your cards. You are just a great card maker. And anyway, this was just so cute. And let me see. Yeah, that's color. It looks almost like it's printed paper, which it's not. I remember the stamp, but she's used blends and look how cute that is. Just a repeating pattern. Make your own DSP. And so thank you so much, Cindy. I love it. Oh, it's really sweet. Even has little pink cheeks. So she didn't miss a trick. All right, that's going to go in my display in the living room. I'm so fancy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the old switcheroo, right? We're going to make this fun fold. And remember, it will go in an envelope. All right. Hello, Teresa. How are you doing? It's very nice to see you pop in. And yes, so we are making a votive folder card. It does fold and go into an envelope. As I said at the very beginning, probably by the time we get finished zhuzhing it up, it will take some extra postage. But in the long run, extra postage is not that big of a deal when you're sending something nice to a friend, right? Okay, so we are going to lean into boho blue. And this is what made me change the color combination. At first, it wasn't a huge change. I was going to use balmy blue, but then I saw this plaid, and I love it so much. And so this plaid is coming up in the pre-order. I mean, well, you can get it in a pre-order right now in a starter kit or as a demonstrator, or you can wait until the 7th of January and get this 48 sheet pack of all plaids called Timeless Plaid. We did look at this briefly in my unboxing, but as you can see, there's plaid in all different incantations, millions of different colors. I feel like it's very a modern twist on plaid, if you will. Like there's checks, and maybe it's the color combinations, maybe it's the proportions, but I find it very just like fresh and new. So we may use that there. Now you're wondering, well, what is the stamp set we're going to use? We're going to use Sophisticated Sled. All makes sense now, doesn't it? Plaid, the sled, the skis, so fun. And this, of course, it was also the color coach's fault that helped me decide on the color. I'm going to show you how I was using that tonight because it's just a quick trick. So using the color coach and then going to the website, it's very, I think it's a really quick way to put together some colors. Okay, this was my original color combination, was going to be balmy blue, right? Still beautiful. But when I went to look for DSP, I had very few choices in wintry colors. So that's okay though, because we have these family packs of colors, and I was going to use, let's see if I even have any, balmy blue. Maybe it was gone. Oh, maybe it was a little bit of luck. No, I think it's in here. There it is. So I was going to use the patterns from balmy blue, And we could have used the stripe easily. And this thing, I find it so busy. Look, it even acts weird on the camera, but I love the circles. So it's all good. So we could have used that. That was what I was planning. And then I did this other. Oh, what about the plaid? Sure, there's something in there. And it kind of was. So please remember, if you want to get a starter kit tonight, just hop on over to thestampingzoo.com. Join my team. You get all sorts of fun stuff. You get to start earning celebration rewards with your first demonstrator order. And you can order products from this catalog. I believe all products from this catalog right now. Where is my celebration? Oh, I know where it is. It's inside. I cannot show you. I thought it was inside. Anyway, I can't show you the inside of the catalog, right? Because that is a stamp it policy. Only demonstrators get to look at it in this particular time period, which is one of the benefits of signing up for the starter kit. You're a demonstrator. You may do whatever you want with that. You may just be a shopper with your own order, and that's it. Or you may do what I do. You may do all sorts of different things. But just know that there's really no pressure to do anything beyond purchasing the starter kit. It's kind of a try and see if you like it kind of thing. So you place your order with your starter kit, and you get to purchase $125 in product right now for $99 plus tax, free shipping. All sorts of little extras get sent to you. Then you're on my team. When you're on my team, you get all sorts of extras from me, including free online access to all of my class materials. And I do several classes a month. All of that is free to you. And you can read more about that over on my website, again, thestampingzoo.com. And I'd love it if you join us. It's just a super fun group. And we do have team events every month that are optional, of course. So, anyway, getting back to this, with your starter kit order, you will not earn celebration rewards because that would be silly. You're already getting a bunch of free things. It's okay because you can turn right around and place your first order as an active demonstrator. And then you will start earning celebration rewards. And you earn something from this flyer with every $60 or $120 purchase. Okay? It's stackable. You don't just get one per order, you get one for every time you spend $60. You get another choice. Okay? And you can buy duplicates of things. And right now, everything's in stock, everything's available. And think about a little bit of extra time that you're probably going to have over the holidays. Wouldn't it be nice to be working with some of the new product? So, just a little enticement for you there. All right, I am going to pop over to the website really quickly because if you're not already doing this little trick, I want you to do this little trick. Okay? It will help you in your designing, I believe. It helps me. So let's come here. I'm bebopping around. Did I catch everyone? Yes, I did. It's probably going to be one of those. The next couple of weeks are probably going to be like a lot of replays late at night. I know, I can tell you guys are popping on because you know what else? I do it too. Hello, Leslie. Happy Friday, Leslie. To you and Sally. That song Mustang Sally often comes in my mind when I think about your little Sally. So I know she's very dainty and cute, but that's a fun little song. So, okay, let me grab my screen and share it with you. I want to get rid of, first, I think I want to get rid of something else. I think it shows up really small unless I get rid of, no, it's okay. We're good. All right. So you are now at thestampingzoo.com. This is what it looks like. I have my host code at the top of the page always. Please think about using this host code on your orders less than $150. If you do have an order of $150 or over, do not use this host code. You get your own host rewards that start at 10% and go up from there. Okay, so if we scroll down, we've got all sorts of little things you can look at. If you are coming to my website on a mobile device, it probably won't look like this all the way across. You'll probably have three little dots right over here. If you click on the dots, it will then bring in the full menu. Okay. You can always look at the active, I'm pointing, it probably looks weird. You can always look at the active brochures, flyers, catalogs over here on the right hand side. If you just scroll down there, and oh, I have a product spotlight on the scrapbook products, but you can read about all the events going on here. This is also where you can sign up for them, most of them. Okay. You can sign up for all of my events if you sign up to receive my email newsletters. Some of the events per Stampin' Up uh, policy, I cannot post links here. I can't post links. I can only send out links directly to you. So email is included in that. Okay, so we have Shop Now. That's where you go. We're going to look at stuff. And then I really just want you to use the search bar to your advantage here. So, for example, I was looking at um, Balmy Blue, and then I couldn't really find any colors. Or, no, here's what I did. I did Balmy Blue because I wanted to know, is there a designer series paper that has Balmy Blue in it, and what does it look like? So if you type in Balmy Blue and then just start scrolling down, you see all products with Balmy Blue in them, okay? So you see, okay, I was like, all right, Countryside Inn, maybe I could use the stripes. I wasn't too excited. Dandy Designs, it's on the last chance, and frankly, I don't think I even have any more of that. So as you scroll down, I was like, ooh, nothing was hitting me. Nothing was nothing was bouncing here. But if you type in, let's see if the plaid comes up. Oh, I hope the plaid comes up with boho blue. Let's see what we get with that. Because I just found the boho blue by chance. Okay, you still get Countryside Inn. Oh, look, you can still buy the little mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. What a fun gift for Christmas. Um, and if you're going to order it for Christmas, you might want to do it now or purchase it by giving a Stamping Zoo gift certificate, and then somebody can purchase that. But anyway, I digress. Here's all the product, and then we start getting into some of the papers that have boho blue in them. And oh, you know what? It's not going to come up. The plaid is not going to come up because I am in here as a customer and not a demonstrator. But just know that this trick works. See, you can use Thoughtful Journey. That would have been perfectly fine to use for this as well. So anyway, the trick is come in here if you've been using your color wheel and you've kind of got a color combination set, come in here and look. Um, it's just a quick way to see what is available in those certain colors. So I hope you like that little trick. You've probably been using it for years, but I thought I'd show you just in case. There's going to be one person that says, hey, that's a good idea. Okay. And then the color codes, just briefly, I mean, there are so many different ways to use it. This is an item you can purchase. Okay. Just type in color coach in the search bar where we were. And I think it's $12.50 US. It's got all of our colors except for in colors and neutrals on the front. Okay. So don't forget, we have extra colors, but once you kind of understand the concepts of how to use the color wheel, you can easily figure out how to integrate the in colors. Okay, that said, I was over here in this area. I was liking this area. And remember, boho blue is not on the color wheel, but I know it's kind of it's a blue with a little bit of gray in it. And I don't know where my ink pad is, but it doesn't matter. You know I have it. So I was kind of over here in this area, and then I could see very easily, like, what were the colors that were really close to it. And then if I wanted to do a really dynamic color combination, which I normally do, right? I usually like really bright and active combinations. That would be using triadic color theory. So it'd be choosing one from this range, one from this range, one from this range. If I wanted things to have more of a calming effect, I might use analogous. right? Or I might use different products of the same color. We do that a lot, or I do that a lot. I act like the Stamping Zoo is this whole business. Lots of staff. No, it's just me. Okay, and then on the color wheel on the back, it tells you more things about this color theory. Okay, so triadic. Remember how I told you I like triadic? That when I look at this color wheel, those are things where I go, oh, yes, a red, blue, and a yellow. Absolutely. And it says craft with colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel. Go beyond the primary colors for something unexpected. Okay. Analogous. Choose three colors that are side by side on the color wheel. These color neighbors work together wonderfully to create harmony and balance. So, right when you see like these, you're going to get a very calming color palette and so on. Let's see, what was the other one that, oh, complementary. I do think I'm mostly complementary. You know what they say, opposites attract. Okay, complementary, just think opposites attract. Try pairing colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel to create a fun, bold contrast. So over here in complementary, if you look at this, and then you look across the color wheel, and this little inside wheel, I guess, helps you to really zone in on that. This is going to be very bold and bright color combos. Berry burst with lemon lime twist, or berry burst with old olive. I like that. That sounds good. So that's just a little bit of how to use the color wheel. I hope that helps. And if you do have any specific questions, we can talk about them. You can post them in the comments. And if you want me to show you an example or something, but again, you can purchase that. 12.50, and it's paper, but it has some sort of a covering on it that is probably not completely waterproof, but it's probably water resistant. So like this had a little something on it. Stamp Camp. I just blamed it on them. I don't know. And then it just kind of wiped right off. So anyway, all right, enough about the color coach for now, but know that I am using it a lot. And so if you have questions about it, please let me know. Okay, so again, you'll get full measurements, a photo, and a link back to this video by following my email, and I will post that on Sunday, friends. Okay, what I have done here is I have cut the 2 panels of boho blue. I have cut out, oh, my windows are slightly crooked. Oh, well. It'll be dark. I have cut out 2 window panels using one of the tag dies from Greetings of the Season. As Roz informed me last week, these dies are carrying over. The stamp set is not. The stamp set's on the last chance list. So if you look at this on the website and you look at the bundle, it says last chance. That doesn't mean the dies are going away though. So if you're looking at specific products to see if they're going away and they have been to this point bundled, look at them unbundled to make sure that one of them isn't staying and one isn't going. And that happens with the stamp sets and the dies. It just depends. Or in the punches, likewise, anything bundled, that can happen with them. So again, if you have any questions about specific products, you can just ask me. That's okay too. All right, we need a bone folder. As with most fun folds, it's very nice to get some crisp, clean edges. Now you have to be kind of careful with this one, right? Because you are folding a score line right in the middle of these die cuts. Now let's see, how close did I get? Oh, it's not that bad. Oh, that doesn't hurt my heart. See, one of them's a little bit off. Doesn't matter. Like I said, it's going to be under candlelight. Now this one is going to come up, and I don't know. I never get too stuck on the folds. If you fold it the wrong way, you're going to fold it back on itself next time, right? It's okay. So just know that's how it goes, and you're just going to create a W, and you're going to do the same thing with the back. Now the secret to this fun fold is one of those that once you take it in its little pieces and parts, it's very, very easy. You're making a card, and then you know what? Look at that. I want to Well, no, let me just leave that. Leave that thought for a couple steps ahead. And then you're going to make another W. This is just a piece of cardstock, 4¼ by 11, scored into 4 equal pieces. So every 2¾ it's scored. Okay. If you wanted to, you could cut 4 panels out. If you wanted to decorate, really decorate this thing two-sided, then you could do that. But for now, I am fine with just having panels on the front. And as you can see, this is how it's going to start to come together. Okay, already. Okay, so now we're going to take the front panel, and I have cut 2 panels of vellum. We have vellum. We have this cool vellum, and it is in this pack. It's available. I just checked. Graceful Greenery Vellum. It's with the green and gold. I think the whole product suite is green and gold. We've been using it. So here's the vellum. And if you have the dies, these cut out with the dies. And then here's the sheet that we're using tonight. And then here's the third one. Isn't that pretty? And this may cut out with the dies too. I don't know. Because I didn't get those dies. Can you believe it? Wow. Something I didn't purchase. But I've been using the paper and probably the embellishments as well. So that's where this vellum comes from. Okay. I am just going to, I think I'm going to use tear and tape because it doesn't necessarily need the added benefit of the stickiness of the tear and tape, but tear and tape is like a nice thin measurement. If I can find it. I need to put some tear and tape on my next order. Eek. And seal refills. Where'd those go? I sell a lot at my class. And then I keep thinking that I have some, and I'm like, what? Oh, that's right. I sold them. Okay. That's okay. All right. So we're just going to do this. Now, I have cut this vellum. And again, you're going to get the measurements on Sunday's email. Okay. But I have cut these vellum panels to just about fit the whole thing. I think it looks nicer when you're looking on the inside to just see a full panel of vellum. So I cut them down just shy of full measurements though, because of course, when you start folding paper, that always takes a little bit of allowance from the inside of where you would normally have 2¾ you're going to have more like 2 3/8. Is that right? Anyway, you're going to step it down about an eighth. God, it's late. I've been dealing with numbers all day, but not those numbers. And then I had just a little bit of tear and tape over there on the edge. Hi, Marcia. Where's Marcia? Huh. And hello, Roxanne. Rancho Cucamonga's in the house. Jean is getting phone calls. I have already told you, Jean. Tell people this is not acceptable at this time. Oh, we need another one. I need another little strip in here. So, of course, your recipient will be able to see down into this card, but it will be glued. And first of all, thank you. 2 6/8. Well, that's 2 3/4. Now, what's an eighth? 2 5/8, I guess. Yeah. Oh my God. It wasn't even the metric system, and I got all messed up on that. Yeah. So anyway, your recipient's going to see inside this. So we want to make it look nice and finished. But again, if you don't get it completely right, it's not going to ruin the project because this is a stunner. Okay. This is fun, especially for people you know that don't make cards. Oh my gosh. I would have to explain this to my mom. And she's a smart individual, but she wouldn't even understand that I had sent her like a little piece of decor in an envelope. So, okay. Let's just put these panels of vellum. Oh, and the first time I made this, oh God, I already said that. Deckled rectangles. Thank goodness. At least I caught myself before I went through the whole story. And then this really does have kind of the printed side, I would say is the front side. Let's see if I can show you. It's more shiny. And then here it's kind of more muted. I would put the more shiny side out towards the front. So That's what I'm going to do. And I think I've got it by George. Okay, and then this side. I wish Stampin' Up! Would sell replacements of these because I don't know what I do to them, but sometimes they lose their extra sharpiness. But I already own, like, I don't know how many Take Your Pixels I have. A lot. So I guess that's fine. Okay, so again, a little more muted and then a little shiny. Shiny's going to go on the outside. And then we're going to do any fine tuning on the trimming that we need to, which I can see right now I need to. Just a little bit. So I'm trying to keep this inside the score lines. If it's not inside the score lines, if yours is a little too larger than that, then you're just going to have to rescore it. And I would do so anyway. We're going to do it again with the bone folder. Now look, I didn't want to cut this too short because this die I used really does come close to the top and bottom of this card. So I thought I would just trim it. And I ended up having the overages on the different sides there. So just bring this in. This will freak out my friend Anne. She doesn't like to freehand cut. But Anne, you can bring this to my house and I'll freehand cut it for you when I'm tying your bows. And there we go. Oh, this is pretty. That looks pretty. I like that. Okay, and then again, I'm going to just make sure that it's laying flat and happy. And I didn't run tear and tape on the top and the bottom of this because again, I mean, I guess I could have put it at an angle like this. It's not really buckling or anything. Those are short lines, but you can see that when you fold it, it's comes loose just a little bit. I'm not bothered by that. I would rather do that than have too much tear and tape up here. So that was why I did. Oh, yes. I know these do get loose with time, especially as you pull them in and out. And so Leslie said to use plumber's tape. I use washi. But yeah, whatever you have for that, that's definitely helpful. Okay. So again, I'm always kind of re-measuring it, making sure that, yes, this is going to look good. Okay, very pretty. Now let's do some more work on the front. I definitely want to use that plaid that changed the whole course of this thing. A little bit of dramatization there. Where is now this is pretty too, but I feel like I want to go with the more traditional of the two pieces. So is everybody getting their Christmas plans made? Are they made? What is going on with everyone? It was one of those years where Thanksgiving snuck up. I mean, Christmas sneaks up on us because Thanksgiving was so late. So what are plans? Plans are being made. Are you staying home? Is anybody going on on vacation? Or I stopped at Starbucks today, which I've really been better at not stopping there very often. But anyway, one of my favorite people, he is going to be gone for 20 days. I don't know if he's in Hawaii the whole time. He can't be going to Hawaii for 20 days. Anyway, he's going to Hawaii. And I was like, oh, what? First of all, who's going to make my flat whites? And second of all, how do you just run off from your life for 20 days? But I wished him well. Okay, let's see. Nope, I want this one. There we go. The reason being is this is just a little lower than I really want it to be. This is the one where I went off cockeyed a little bit. And for some reason, I feel like it looks better if that's down at the bottom. Okay, now the fun part. We get to just like decorate this thing, okay? So we could do one of two things. We can of course use the sled. We can of course use the skis. Oh, the sled's going to be humongous, the stamped version. But don't worry, because we have a die version too. Look at that. Leslie says, very quiet Christmas. Are you going to be barbecuing? Oh, that's still really large. Okay, it's all right. I think we should use the skis, this ice skates because they're a great. Oh, that's going to be really pretty. And I think we should use the wreath. Those are perfect dimensions. Yes. Okay. And also, I love coloring those things and die cutting. And let's die cut. You will love the detail on these skates if you've not seen it before. They are amazing. And here is just a little card that we made. I don't remember, probably when this was a new online exclusive. And so we gold embossed the wreath, slapped that little bird on there, and put the good tidings up. Pretty. It's going out to somebody. I've got to get on it. I have a lot of cards out, right? And I have a lot of um, customer things out because as I send things out to customers, mystery boxes, etc., then they are getting their cards. Believe me, I piggyback off of anything else I'm already sending and paying postage for. Then they get the really like fun ornate cards because I don't want to have to worry about extra postage or how to send those things. No salads. Okay, no salads and cold ham and turkey and a pavlova. Oh, you're killing me. Are you going to put passion fruit on your pavlova? Oh, if you do, please think of me when you take a bite. It sounds so delicious. Um, yeah, it's like one of my favorite things in the world. I would eat those until I had just sores in my mouth. It's so delicious. Okay, I think we should go with white to do this stamping, etc. Let's just go for it. And I have a bunch of offcuts of white in really weird dimensions from the recipe cards. I don't know why they ended up this way, but well, I do know why because I wish I would have had 12 by 12 paper. That's what I need to get for next time. But the recipe card kits went out on Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday morning. So please watch for those. Actually, we're going to die cut the skates and let's stamp the wreath. And we have this other thing, this swag type thing. I have used that a lot. It goes on the sled really nicely, but I don't think we're going to use it right now. We may put it on the back. We also will probably use those snowflakes because they're gorgeous. And then let's hold off on the sentiment. We don't know what we're going to use yet. And we'll definitely sneak the bird back in to the wreath because it's fun, right? Hello, Cindy. It's okay if you're late. I've been waiting for you. Okay, everybody, we can start now. All right, and then this. Anybody on who's never paper crafted before? Anybody who stumbled in here who's like, what is this stuff? What are you guys doing? If that is you, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here at the Stamping Zoo. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Boise, Idaho, but I have customers all across the United States and friends all across the world because of Stampin' Up! And so if you are liking what you're seeing, please take a minute to pop on over to my website, The Stamping Zoo. Look at any of the links below in the description and just take a look. You might want to stick around. It's pretty fun. We have a good time. And always pop in to the comments and say hello. Everyone is very, very kind and fun here. So you will enjoy this group. Okay, I think I want Smoky Slate because there's Boho Blue. Okay, Boho Blue, right away, you can tell, like, it's got some gray in it. Then also, this would be a great complement. Now, remember, analogous, these were right, well, they would be next to each other on the color wheel. No in colors on the color wheel, but we can figure it out. Hey, E. Miller from Michigan. I knew somebody was out there that stumbled in. Hello. We're glad to have you here. And how is Michigan tonight? Probably cold, right? I haven't even watched the news, but I'm just guessing. Okay, so we are going to use Smoky Slate to stamp these things in before we color them or do whatever we're going to do. Let's check it out first. It's going to make a lot of the greenery smoky slate, but I think that might be fun. And you know what? If we don't like it, it's just paper. You know what that means. We can just make other things. Oh, yes. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp two in case we change our mind on coloring or something doesn't go quite right. That never happens, does it? And then I'm going to get the skates going. So again, we're going to lean into the fact that this color, oh gosh, 16 degrees. That's chilly. You're right. Okay, so we're going to lean into this gray in the background. And I'm going to give, these are going to be fancy skates. And so we're going to die cut the skates in white, but they are going to have gray laces and silver blades, all that fun stuff. So this is dye you would use if you were stamping and die cutting them. But since since we're not using the stamp, we're going to actually hang them on some sort of twine. And we are constructing them. And this die set is so great that it includes those little details that are going to make it so convincing, right? Actually, I might make the laces boho blue because these skates are going to be like wowza skates, right? Now, if I wanted to make this more of a complementary type situation, I immediately think about cherry cobbler. You could add that. Let's see. Actually, you could add what's complementary to this. Oh, pumpkin pie. I would not do that. I would go off on my own. I would go off for that. Oh gosh. So this is probably the widest range. E. Miller says 16 degrees in Michigan. Leslie Annabelle says 99 degrees Fahrenheit in Australia. Just a few miles away. Just a few miles away from each other. But, we can still gather here, right? Okay, speaking of gathering, let me go grab my silver, what's it called? Silver foil. It's around here somewhere. And, okay, I think I even have a piece that has adhesive sheet on it, so it turns this into a sticker, right? And I'm just going to trim out a little piece right here. I don't like to run this through the die cutting machine more than I want to because this picks up all sorts of little fine lines from the top plate. So if I can cut it out, I like to. Plus, I'm feeling like we've got a thing going on here, and so I want to die cut with you, and so I'm going to use my mini. So remember earlier we were looking at things that were boho blue, and we saw that, okay, well, I guess I could have cut that a little bit larger, but it just fits. And okay, so earlier when we were looking at the boho blue items, and I showed you that there was a mini cut and emboss in the color boho blue. Well, this is it. I mean, this is the size. And so isn't it fun? It's so cute. Oh, you guys, 11. You know what? I am going to say this, and some people will be like, you won't believe me. But I would be okay with having 11 degrees here right now if we did not have an inversion. If we've had this gross inversion, which I liken it to smog in LA, except without the ocean. Okay. So since we are in a bit of a valley here in Boise, Idaho, sometimes all this stuff that happens in the atmosphere that I don't know about, and it causes cold air to get trapped down in the valley by a thick layer of clouds. And what also gets trapped down here is basically our pollution gets thrown in our own face. So, so it stinks and it's just dark. And I mean, it's just white all day long. It's white all day until it's black. Okay. And we had been having like a couple of hours of kind of it kind of clears off a little bit during the day, but then it goes right back, it socks itself back in at night. And what it takes to get out is, of course, a big snowstorm or a big windstorm or some sort of atmospheric change. Well, we're still waiting. Look at the skates. If you think these are cute, wait until we zhuzh them up. Okay, then here's the blades. Fancy. So, of course, as you look at this, they can be any color, right? Any color. Um, we have so many beautiful colors and so many different colors of foil, and maybe you still have it's retired at the moment, but rose gold skates, right? Might not even work in real life, but it works here. It works at the stamping zoo. Okay, so I've got those pieces, and then here's the laces. And the laces are really fun how they work once you figure them out. So stick with me, kid. I will help you out. And so again, there's one of the laces, and then another one's gonna pop right out here. Whoop! I don't want the sticker to come off of it yet. Not yet, lady. Just hold on. Okay, there we go. Got to get these dies back where they belong. And then let me bring in our silicone mat. It's very helpful when you have these little pieces and parts. And we're going to kind of glue things together, but I don't want to attach them to the final project yet. So silicone mat, this is how it's sold, and very affordable. And you can put lots of things on it, and just like silicone that you might use in the kitchen, and nothing sticks to it. Okay. And so it's very helpful when you're assembling things with lots of adhesive on it, especially if you're not ready to put it on your final piece yet, because it kind of gives you a couple of chances. Because even though it's going to have adhesive on the back of it, it's not going to stick. Trust me. Okay. These are little, but that's okay. I'm also going to use the help of my reverse tweezers, probably. And I'm bringing that take your pick tool in again. So we're building skates. You didn't know we were going to be building shoes tonight, did you? Okay, I might need to just use as soon as you get it started. But this is a tiny one. Okay. All right. So I want to hold this with my tweezers so I can see where I'm putting it. I want to get my hand out of the way, right? Okay. So here we go. Oh, I love when you guys are chatting together. I just love it so much. Makes my stampin' heart happy. I think we probably have people from every time zone, at least in the US here. And then, of course, Leslie, our beautiful outlier. Leslie's been talking to me for years. I love it. Okay. And once you get it kind of anchored on that one side, then you can bring your finger in. Ooh, she's fancy. She's a fancy little skate. Okay. I do not skate. Reason why? Have you seen me walk? Eesh, it's sketchy at best. I can fall over my own dang foot. So, but of course I did skate, not ice skate, but we roller skated when I was younger, like in junior high. And I am sure I broke my tailbone several times. I blame it on the fact that I'm left-handed, in a right-handed world. Maybe I just was born klutzy. Okay. Yes, it has been a while, Leslie. I love it. I love taking this little journey with all of you. Lots of you have been around for the life of the Stamping Zoo, at least, which is a little over 5 years. Okay, so here's the lace. See how it looks kind of, whoops, see how it looks kind of weird there? But the bows are going to be at the top. The loops are going to be at the top. Here, I got to keep my hand here. And thank you so much for sharing, Cindy. Cindy reminds me to please remind you, if you're having fun, please help me out and share this video to your social media sites. It does help me more than you know. And I know I always ask for it, and that's because it's always important. right? Otherwise, I'm just one little demonstrator swimming out here in a huge sea of social media. So I appreciate it. Okay, so this is what the lace looks like. It's a little fat on this end. Well, that's the end that's going to slip right into this. I want you to use your take your pick tool, or better yet, some reverse tweezers. Okay, these are the reverse tweezers in the embossing additions kit. Okay, and I think you can see me. Let me try and do it a little bit. Okay, so I'm slipping those laces right into there, and then they just sit right in there. Okay, and then um, you can push them in further once you kind of get them started, and then that's how it sits in there, and that's it. But isn't it so convincing? It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's the little things, as with so much of life. Ross says she had a pond. We had a pond behind our house, and in winter it would freeze. And you skated on it? My God, you are so. Where did you live when you were? Where was this going on when you were growing up? And your dad brought out spotlights so you could stay out at night. That sounds fun. That really sounds neat. I like that. I'm getting a visual, and it's just idyllic. Okay. And then they fit in there nice and snug. And again, I like the addition of the oh, well, you are so welcome. Aren't they cute, Carla? They're just adorable. Okay, so I like the addition of the adhesive sheet. It just helps us know what's going on down in this situation. Oh, I see. It's got a little negative piece down in here. Great. You guys have been looking at spreadsheets all day. It's tax season, y'all, for me in my world. So, okay, that was down there. It's like a Princess and the Pea situation in Massachusetts. Oh, that sounds so beautiful. Roz, thanks for sharing that with us. Okay, look at the skates. And just, I mean, seriously, so they're going to hang on one side of the card. Oh, and again, we're making a foldable votive holder. All right. So there's our skates. Don't lose them. Keep them on the silicone mat if you want to. And then I usually just stack them. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? What am I thinking? I'm going to put them in my fancy dishes. Oh, I've got fancy dishes. Those are called pinch bowls, and they are used in the culinary world, like a pinch of this or that for your mise en place. But this is our mise en place of paperwork, isn't it? Okay, so skates down. Now this. Now, I want to stick with the color combo that we've got going on. I like it. And uh-oh, I just heard one of my earbuds go down. That's not good. You know what? You guys might lose me. Are you still there? Nope. Are you are you there now? Oh, goodness gracious. We may be going one earbud, one earbud. So hang tight. It's a good thing that that is a heavy duty charger. Okay, let me grab some of that misty. Remember, I was talking about misty moonlight. Let me bring some of the colors in through misty moonlight and smoky. Well, we have a lot of smoky slate. So I'm going to grab the markers if I can find them here. Where are they? Hello, markers. Misty moonlight and boho blue. And all right, that's balmy blue. You know how you're looking for something that's right in front of you and then you can't see it? There they are. Okay, very close, right? So now we're going to, okay, thanks, Roxanne. I need you guys to lead me here for a minute. And, okay, so these are are these the same? Yeah, okay. These are very close in color, aren't they? But you can see for misty moonlight, there's a light and a dark. And same for every color we have except for bronze and ivory and the naturals. Okay? But well, no, the naturals are coded as light and dark now. Okay. We have these colors. in a light and a dark, except for bronze and ivory and the color lifter, of course. Okay. Thanks, Trish. And hi. How are you? Okay, so let's start with the lighter colors. This is the light boho blue, and I'm starting with my bullet tip. We also have a paintbrush tip over here. But for these little images, I think a bullet tip is going to work best for me. You might be able to wrangle that with a paintbrush, but when you start coloring this wreath, which I have done a few times, you can see that there's one, two, three, and then there's one, two, three. So the little foliage is repeated 3 times, which is what we like. What our brains like to see is odd numbers. We like things in threes. Why is that? I don't know. Like, kind of know, but not enough to explain it. Anyway, what we don't like is we don't like things in evens because our brain is trying to wonder where the other one is. Isn't that weird? I love thinking about the brain. Speaking of brains, my little tango's going a little bit nutty again. It's about 2 years ago that he had to go get some head meds, and he's acting a little odd again. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the light, misty moonlight. We're easing into this, right? And so yeah, Tango's acting just a bit on the nutty side. He is acting, he's getting stressed out a little bit, panting over nothing. Nothing that I can see. Okay. There's nothing wrong with him. Um, Nothing wrong with our environment. If I am not just sitting on the couch or sleeping in the bed, he kind of wants to go outside. Like if let's say I'm just putting the dishes in the dishwasher, he wants to go outside. And the other thing about that is he's not wanting to come in at night. It's almost like he has sundowner's dementia or something. I don't know. But hopefully we're going to find out when we go to see the doctor next week. I know, Roz, it was like we're kind of all settling into his weirdness right now, but I'd prefer not. I'd prefer to not do that because I don't think it's as fun for him. He's not playing as much as he was. He's kind of stressing out. And like I said, we're all kind of settling into it right now. But we will go to the doctor on Monday and see if we can be helped. It could be as simple as him getting an increase in his Prozac. That's what he takes. Or it could be something else. I don't know. Of course, I'm a person that wants to know and I want it fixed. But we'll just see what's going on with him. That's pretty. I'm liking this already. What do you think? It's very pretty. So those are just the light colors. Now, what is this? This doesn't, yeah, this is blueberry bushel. This got put into the wrong order. It snuck in there. And I thought it looked wrong. So I need dark boho blue. And it's going to be, guess where it's going to be? With light blueberry bushel. I must have had all the blues out at one time. And there we go. Okay. So yes, life is, everybody has struggles. I know, Kathleen, I think it is. He's 12. They are 12. They're going to be 13 in January. And little Cassie, he had to go on Prozac too. And they both responded really well to it. But I don't know, maybe he needs a little more, I hope. I don't want to make him a zombie. But he's definitely not a zombie now. But like I said, it's just some of his playful antics have been taken over by a little bit of anxiety, and nobody's liking that. And he will sit outside. That's the other thing, is when he goes outside sometimes, especially at night, he won't come back in, and I have to go get him. And I'm just going to tell you, the first time I had to go get him, it was raining, and I lost my patience, and then he really didn't want to come with me. And so it was a scene, man, involving me stepping in various piles of dog poop um, and having to wait for him to come out from the back of the shed. So I don't do that anymore, but I've tried to calm myself, right? And he seems to be he's okay, but lots of times I do have to go out there and get him. Okay, I think I'm going to use the dark. I keep touching these because I can't decide. I want to use the dark boho blue on this one. Again, we're keeping these colors very close to each other, but there's still variation. And you can do as much or as little variation as you want with these blends because they are alcohol markers, right? So you can use them together to shade different areas. Right now, these petals are so small that um, I am just using one color. Okay, I think I can put this back in. Then we may have to switch out. That's why I need to grab this, right? Okay, let me put this one in now. Okay, that's what happens when somebody forgets her. Thank goodness they were in my purse. Lots of times they're in various pants pockets and they've never gone through the wash yet. Knock on wood. I won't tell you where I found it one time. It was pretty funny. But I spent all day thinking I had lost one of them. And then, well, I'll tell you, it's pretty funny. And maybe I already told you. But so like I looked all over work because I thought it was lost. I went to Emmett. I was doing stuff there at my mom's house. I came home and guess where it was? Right there. That's a testament to some good cleavage and a really good bra. You believe that? That's where it was all day. And I was moving around. I mean, it wasn't dancing. I was moving around. I was up and down the stairs. Oh God. So funny. So if you ever need a safe space, I guess. Yeah, Casey, seriously. That's some, like I said, some first class cleavage and a really good bra. I didn't even feel it. Like, what is wrong with me? God. I mean, I know there's a lot of padding situation there, but still, it was pretty funny. It was funny. It was a stressful day. My aunt, it was the day my aunt passed away, actually. And it was a stressful day. And it was kind of funny at the end of the day to have that pop out. And, I just kind of, I took that as a little kind of a funny. I'm dying to put cherry cobbler berries on this wreath. Oh, should I? I don't know. Okay, let's think about it. You guys can tell me. Do we want to put cherry cobbler in on this situation? Just a minute. Let's think about the embellishments we're going to use. Okay, I need to slide over here and look at the ribbon and the twine. Okay, so we have some Night of Navy twine right here, which would keep us, in the realm of blues that we're using. I also oh, look, I have balmy blue. Too bad we're using boho blue, and that will throw me off. I'll feel weird. We have all sorts of neutrals twine. I have gold threaded twine too. I'm not really, I don't want to go gold. I'm feeling a little iffy on the mixed metals situation that might happen there. And so, let's see. I have what other, ooh, this ribbon's dying to be used on here in some way. Let me grab it. I wish I had that silver threaded twine, but I don't. This, though, I mean, get out of town. That looks totally right, doesn't it? It just says right. Let's see. What other twine do I have just in case I'm missing one? Oh, no, I'm not. Kind of like a nut twine. See, so I don't have anything where I'm like, um, I don't see any really pop out, any colors that I want to use to pop out, a red or something with this. So we're just going to stick with it. Yes, Casey. Yes, they will sit down in there too, won't they? Yeah, I'm with you, Roz. Go do silver because the skates have silver, and we're gonna just stick with that. And we're gonna use this Night of Navy. This is in the Natural Tones linen thread. It's from the Winterly Treetops Suite, which is sticking around. It's not on the last chance list. Okay, and I have some pretty little embellishments in boho blue. If I can get back to them, look at our embellishments, you guys. This I don't have every single one of them, but I have a lot, and more to come. More to come with the new ordering. So anyway, eek. Some of these will retire. I think these no, those aren't going to retire. Okay, come on now. Let me find them. Oh my gosh! And then I get lost, and then I'm. It's like, ooh, squirrel. Something sparkly. Look at these. These are in pre-order. Talk about gorgeous. These are in pre-order. Dang it! Stampin' Up! You kill me with your beautifulness. Okay, and there's some in color dots, right? Because Stampin' Up's nothing if not all about coordination. So that is one of the brilliant things that they do, which helps you to not get stuck creatively. Helps you to not get stuck in a creative slump because you've got all these coordinating products and everything just kind of goes, right? Okay, let's see. I'm going to put some silver on this. I know I got to speed it up. I've been doing all this little diddly stuff, but this is where you can really, like I said, probably spend a little bit of time um, working on things like this because if you're Kathleen, you already have hundreds of cards made. And so, you can spend a little more time. Okay, so finally we're going to take the darkest color, dark misty moonlight. We're going to color those dots. Oh, yes, that's pretty. That was the right choice. Good job, Lisa Lynn. Okay. And there's 4 grouping of the dots just to throw me off. That is beautiful. Dang it. Oh gosh, Jean, I still have to decide what I'm going to use in Zubilee. And as I'm kind of getting better on that, I think I'll decide this weekend, Jean. But you bring up a good point. What bundle or suite am I going to start with in January? Well, I haven't announced it yet, but you guys are going to be the first to know. Beginning January 1st, I'm going to do a 10-part series for 10 straight days. And it's going to be about all the new things coming. So it's going to be about celebration, the new online exclusives, and the new mini catalog. And so let me just tell you right now that if you want to get all sorts of inspiration, fun, ideas, laughs, we're going to laugh. We won't cry, but we're going to laugh and we're going to learn a lot. And hopefully I'm going to inspire the heck out of you. You need to be signed up to receive my emails. You need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. You need to be following me on Facebook. And you need to sign up for the Stamping Zoo, or you need to go to my website. You don't have to sign up to be on my website. This is because I'm going to release all sorts of projects on these 10 different days, but it's not going to be on every site. So one project might be only available in my email. One project might be only available on YouTube. It's my evil plan. It's my evil plan. And they will probably all eventually be released on Pinterest, but not at the beginning and not right after I'm finished. Okay, because I probably won't have time. That's not like part of the devious plan. But the devious plan is straight up. You need to follow all my social medias. I'm not going to put anything exclusively on Instagram, but otherwise I'm putting things exclusively on different sites. So if you want all 10 inspiration days, you're going to have to follow the Stamping Zoo. a few times, right? So again, you need to go over and sign up for my email. That one's going to be really important. You need to definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. You need to follow me on Facebook. And then you need to be visiting my website now and then. That's all I'm going to say. And it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so as I was fitting this, you saw me fiddling around with it. And then I remembered it's really easy to fit this wreath if you just look at the inside of the die. Okay, so the inside guides you a lot more than the outside part of this. So yes, I'm very excited. I don't know what it's going to be called. Frankly, I'm trying to come up with the right name because I'm going to be covering so much that I need a name to encompass all of that. But I'm really excited. I have already started working on it, and I will keep working on it the week between Christmas and New Year's. And I'm so excited. I have a list and list and list of things that I'm going to be bringing to you. So please just stick with me. It's going to be so much fun. So I don't know, Jean, which will be the first, but I'm going to have 10 straight days. So you're going to want to get your phone calls out of the way. Okay? You're going to want to tell people, don't call me between January 1st and January 10th because I'm going to be busy. Okay, now that we almost have this situated, and I do think we're going to end up putting, maybe I want the wreath. I don't know. No, it's going to be open. So let's do this. We'll have the skates over here, like hanging over here, and then we'll have the sentiment. And these are really fun sentiments, I think. Oh, and these are the dies, by the way. Look at all the beautiful dies. So this is how the dies can go together. You can make a sled, you can stamp out the sled, or you could just cut the perimeter of the sled. Okay. Then you have the wreath and that swag. Here, of course, are the skates and then the bird, which I didn't even cut out yet. I don't know. Will I? I'm not sure. But anyway, those are the beautiful dies. And then the sentiments are really like special and different. There's Let It Snow, but there's also Let's Decorate the Season with Happiness. I hope your days are filled with fun and laughter. Yay all the way and good tidings. I think those are really fun. Okay, let's do, I want one. Oh, that one's a little bit bigger than I thought it was. I hope your days are filled with fun and laughter. And then, what's this other one? This says, Let's decorate the season with happiness. That is fun. I like that. But we could even put another one on the other side with the wreath. Okay, we'll think about that. Hope your days are filled with fun and laughter. And I am going to grab, a shape, some sort of shape to put it on. Okay, so just hang with me here for a minute. Oh, I may put it on a tag. You know what we could do? This would be pretty. We could use a little tag over here and use it to hold the skates and the sentiment. I need a little bigger than that, but I don't want it too big. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's going to take the whole thing. How about the square one? I want something rounded, so hang with me here for a minute. I need something rounded. Like a circle. A circle would work, probably. Maybe maybe this. So it would have the skates up. So it makes it more of an element that kind of matches the size of the wreath, right? So you'd have the skates. Oh, we could even do it that way. Just how it's offset like that. Have the skates hanging out there. And then let's change the sentiment. And we'll just put a little strip on the bottom for the sentiment. I like this. You went to bingo with your mom? That sounds nice. Very cool. I like it. You know how to play all day, don't you? Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take that little nested essentials. I'm going to bring in, hmm, I'm just going to, let's see, maybe a little piece of Misty Moonlight. I don't see why we're only doing this one project because when I'm talking through it, between me talking through it and doing it, it takes a little time, doesn't it? Okay, we're getting there though. It's going to be right. It goes together quickly once we get all the pieces and parts. Okay, and I want the naturals. I need my neutrals. I mean, I want my Misty Moonlight. Do I have a sliver? Oh, I must. Please. Look, it's like perfect. And that's all Stampin' Up. That's not me because they just help us out. They help the sister out. Okay. You can use the mini for like 90% of our dies. Sometimes you don't want to use it because, like sometimes I don't want to cut all my little strips of paper, but then when I am just using scraps, the mini is perfect. And it's just like right now I'm working on the desk with you instead of off on the side. And so I just love it. It's a little easier on my hands too. That's cute. And we're going to stamp the snowflakes on that. See, it's coming together like peas and carrots, friends. Like peas and carrots. Forrest Gump. Did you guys see there's a show? I don't know if it's fake advertising, but I don't think it is. I think it's real advertising. There's a show coming on and it's going to have Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks, and Robin Wright Penn in it. Robin Wright. She's not Robin Wright Penn anymore. But anyway, I thought that was interesting to see them back together again. But it's not like a continuation of Forrest Gump. It's a different show. Okay, so let's bring this in and let's do these snowflakes because we're going to put the sentiment "Let It Snow" at the bottom. Why? Because it fits both in sentiment and in size. Okay. And so I am just, stamping around this thing and I kind of vary the pattern. Oh gosh, these are sizing up so nicely. Boop. One more. Boop. So cute with the boops. Oh, yes, that's pretty. That is a perfect little element. And now my elements are kind of about the same size, which this card, this fun fold, right, is very symmetrical. If you look at it, it's chopped up into quarters. It's got two windows of the same size right in the front. So the skis, or this, what do I want to call them? Skis all the time. The skates were throwing me off a little bit because they weren't the right size. Well, now they're the right size. Let's glue that down. Well, you know what, Jenny? I think that's a good way to approach it. And I mean, I don't think you're alone with that. That happens, darn it. But I'm glad you guys are able to spend some time together, and I hope it's enjoyable. Okay, now I'm going to put this other one down too. I'm leaving these flat because let's say I do want to put this in an envelope. I'm telling you it fits in an envelope, right? So these are kind of the tricks that you will need to keep these things able to fit in an envelope is don't use a bunch of Stampin' Dimensionals. It's already pops open and has a votive in it, so you probably don't need much more dimension. Okay, well, that's so sweet. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do here is, one of the skates is going to be up on a dimensional. See, after I just said that, because they're going to be laying on top of each other. And I may wish that I thread this through before I put one of them flat. But I don't know. Well, let's just put that on there and see. We'll work it out or we'll pull it out. Hey, that's a good point, Kathleen. Nothing, we're all temporary, right? So do the best you can with it. Yeah, enjoy it for what it is. Oh, I mean, that's possible. She may not be here next Christmas, but it's kind of sad when, you know, start talking about it. Now, this is a little piece of dimensional. Is this going to fit? Oh, yeah. Please. I know what I'm doing. Stick with me, kids. Okay. And then this is going to be, do I want it this way before I, oh, yes. Perfect. I am, can you tell I'm just like, as the English would say, I'm a little chuffed with this card because it's so pretty and I can't wait to turn around and send it out. I'm going to take a picture of it. Remember, I'm going to take a photo of it, try to tonight with the votive candle lit. And then we will uh, see if it looks a little bit, if it's a little more showy. Okay, how can I affix these so they look like they're tied? Okay, here, just look at the picture, Lisa Lynn. Oh, okay. This actually looks like it's their laces. Well, we're not doing that, but okay. I want to loop it through both, but I feel like that's not going to work. I feel like I'm going to have to do it separately. Yeah. And what I want is just one like this. Oh, let's see. How can I do that now that these are down? So I would advise here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually just tie them off, but you could also kind of fake it out by just attaching the linen thread to the back. And this will be kind of cute. They're going to really look like they are tied. Okay. And then I'll have it go further than we need it. And then this one's going to have the same thing. Figure it out. Make it work. Get in there, doofus. My hands are so dry. And touching paper 24/7. Well, okay, not 24/7. Don't be so dramatic, Lisa. God. I don't touch paper at night when I'm asleep. But I've been touching paper for 16 hours for several days. Too bad my day job and my night job slash hobby involve the same medium, right? Paper. Okay, it's kind of cute. And then what I want to do is I want to bring them up here and secure them with a glue dot and then tie a separate bow. It'll make it look like I tied it into a beautiful bow when really, yeah. I might, if I was doing this over, I would bring this I'd bring this shape down just a touch so that I'd have more room for this bow. But you know what? Where we put it is going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, and then give it a little mash into that. And then this is going to get the chopperoonie. And finally, you ready for it? Here's this little guy. Let's see, I don't want the tail to be too short. No short tails. I don't like that. Kind of hold when you're cinching down your loops on twine, it wants to roll on itself. So hold the center, okay? And if all else fails, you can glue them down flat with a glue dot. Okay, I'm gonna leave the tails long for right now. We're going double glue dot situation here. Okay, 2 glue dots stacked on top. Good thing I didn't use dimensionals. Okay, and then this guy is going to be put on top. Ooh, it turned out kind of cute. Cutie. Hey, you're a cutie. Look at that. Okay, let's leave those going crazy for just a minute. And then we're going to put this together and then we'll put the sentiment on last. Now, if you want to sign this, put something back here, a little rectangle of white, sign it before you put it together. Otherwise, you're stuck with it. But you know what? They're going to remember that it's from you. Trust me. Look at this thing. Not everybody is going to make something like this. You are, okay, for the gift. You're going to be making something like this. So people are going to be showing this off. And we might even save it for next year. All right. So this is super fun. Okay. I use liquid glue to make sure I can get this just as straight as possible. And I have a little wiggle room, right? I was thinking about using Seal Plus, but Seal Plus rips up my cardstock sometimes. I probably have a heavy hand. Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the skates. I'm in love with the wreath. I'm in love with the plaid. Look at this, guys. It's so cute. Okay, just un momento here. We are going to let that dry while I stamp the sentiment. We didn't even use the ribbon, which is fine, because we ended up using the cute twine. And then I don't even know. Let It Snow might end up being over here or right in the middle of the wreath. That sounds right. That just feels right, doesn't it? Okay, let me see. I have the cutest little dies. E. Miller, you're still here? Glue dots do everything they can to make your life miserable. Darn it. They either won't come off the carrier or roll if they do. Well, here's just one quick thing I do sometimes. If it helps, I don't know. First of all, I do use the Take Your Pick tool a lot when I'm using glue dots. And so, maybe that helps you. But I will stick the embellishment, whatever I'm making, oftentimes I will stick it to the glue dot first. And then I will pick the glue dot up with my Take Your Pick tool and attach it that way. Okay, that's a wonky bow, but let's just say I will put it there, okay? And then I will take this, I'll hold it right here, and then I'll pull it this way. I am left-handed, so sorry if it looks wrong to you, then you're right-handed, okay? And then I have something flat that I can attach. I don't know. Maybe that helps. Maybe that's what you're doing. But it's just one more tool in the toolbox, right? Okay, now I want I've got these little teeny dies. I think they're called Celebrate Everything or something like that. And here they are. I don't think Let It Snow is going to fit on them though. Now that I see it. No, they're not going to. But you know what would fit? Oh, let's see. I don't think it's going to fit on that one either. I was thinking we could match. Nope, we can't. Okay, that's all right. We're just going to cut a strip. It doesn't need any more fancy. Like I said, it's already a votive card, for goodness sake. You don't need to sign it. Oh, sorry, I hope you guys can't hear that. I sure heard it. Misty Moonlight is the color that we're going to do this. I am always in my right mind, except when right-handers push me, the right-handed world pushes me into the other side of my brain often, because we've talked about this before, things are placed for right-handed people. The littlest of things. So it throws me off. I told my mom one time, that's why statistically left-handed people die sooner. And she goes, well, that's nice. I don't want to hear that. I go, well, sorry. I just want to prepare you. We have, my family has real sick humor. Just want to let you know, I might go first because I'm left-handed. Okay, I think this is really sweet. I almost don't want to cover up. I don't want to cover up too much of all of our coloring. I mean, for goodness sake. There. So sweet. I mean, let it snow, for goodness sake. Okay, I think it's gonna go there, and I think it'll be just fine. Okay, oh, good. Okay, maybe that's just a slightly different way to approach holding on to those little glue dots because I hear you. Um, they can be little pills sometimes. Oh, I don't like that, you guys. I got to get that off there. I think I need it on dimensionals as much as I told you not to use dimensionals. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Um, okay. I didn't like that glued straight down. It was weird. It's weird. Like yes, and I'm going to bring that roll of glue dots in and show you one more time. But I hold at the end of the glue dots sometimes, and I think that helps. And when I'm making multiples, sometimes, well, I have to put it here now because I already got it mucked up with glue. When I'm making multiples, sometimes I just open this up and I put, let's say, 10 bows in a row, right? And then just picking them off like a little machine. It's good stuff. Okay, so you hold it down here, right? Put your element on there, and then you have a little bit of resistance because you're holding it, right? And then you just pick it up. Or, well, I would use this because you don't want to put it on the pancake flipper because then it's really stuck. It has a lot of surface area to stick to. So stick with the pokey tool. Okay, now speaking of the pokey tool, we're going to do the pièce de résistance, the boho blue in color opaque embellishments. Oh, item 163782, in case you'd like to put it in your shopping cart. It is the 5 in colors from last year, 22, 24. No, 23, 25. Weird. How's that possible? How am I alive in 2024? I mean, seriously, I don't even get it. It's weird. I thought we'd be using the Jetsons car by now. We're really behind. I don't like that. That looks dopey up there. Um, we're really behind some of the things that we had planned, right? The Jetsons. We do kind of have Rosie, the house cleaner, because we have RoboVacs, which I'm dying to have one. I really am. Because if there's one thing I don't like, it's when the floor has the littlest grunge on it, right? I don't care for that. But poor Lisa. I better go set up a GoFundMe for that. Hey, people set up GoFundMes for dumber things than that. I'm gonna go set up a GoFundMe, get myself a robo vacuum. She needs it. It's for her health. Her dogs need it. Okay, and that, my friends, oh, is how you stun your friends and family. Okay, you make a votive card, and seriously, it's all good in the hood. I wish I could show this to you right now, but I mean, you get the here. Let me show you this way. All right, ready? It's not going to look very good. It's not going to look very good at all. Okay. Ooh, ah. Okay, there. But I mean, it's going to look so much better when you are looking at it and it's on your little mantle. So again, then how you fold it, again, let it, kind of sit and dry and stuff. But how you fold it is fold it in like this, and then one piece of vellum goes, or one half goes this way, one half goes the other way. And then like this one, it's a little bubbly. I wouldn't send it in an envelope. That's just how it goes sometimes. Thanks, Roxanne. She's just so stinking cute. Aren't these beautiful images? So you don't forget about Sophisticated Sled. Don't sleep on that. Um, still in the catalog, or it's not in the catalog. It's still online. I got to quit saying that. Not everything's in the catalog, friends. So don't miss out. Don't be scared of going online. We just did it tonight together, right? Don't be scared of going online because you're going to miss out on a lot of things. And there's so much good information out there. It's just an easy website. But again, if you have questions about it, please let me know. In fact, if you ever want to place an order with me and you just want me to look up the numbers for you, I can do that too. I even take your calls on the phone. Weird, right? You can find my phone number over on my website. Okay, don't forget, you guys. I want you to like get ready. Get ready for 10 days coming up, January 1st through January 10th. All new content about all new products. Okay? You need to be subscribed to YouTube, Facebook, and my email. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for visiting with me tonight and making this project. We had fun, didn't we? I love it. Love chatting with all of you. Thank you. The wreath is truly amazing. It really is quite fun, isn't it? Just stamps, ink, and paper. And also, don't forget your wink of Stella. It doesn't come off very well on the camera, but you know when you use it at home, it's very pretty. Thank you, Deborah. It's so nice to see all of you. I hope you stay happy and healthy. I will be back with you on Sunday, but friends, a little secret, it's going to be recorded because I'm going to dinner with some friends. So I will still have content for you. Something fun. I don't even know what yet. And it's Sunday at 4 is when it will go live. Okay. Again on Facebook and YouTube. So don't worry. If you're here right now, just subscribe to said channel or Facebook page, and then you won't miss me when I go live again. Okay, everyone. Like I said, have a great Friday or Saturday, whatever your day is right now. And I'll see you soon. Happy stamping.